Hey everyone, welcome back to Sidekicked, a Marvel Champions podcast. Here, we're all about the allies. We teach you who they are in the comics, discuss their card or cards, and what kind of decks they might be played in. I'm one of your hosts, Solo Marvel Champion, and with me is...
Hey yo, what's up? I'm E.T. Earth Twister. What's going on, guys?
We're doing pretty good, but they call me Levi Lewis.
Jason? Hey, wake up! Wake up!
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I heard my dog making. I'm Jason Sketch. Hey everybody, welcome into the podcast. Solo, I'm glad you're here, man. So thank you for coming.
I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you invited me on. I've been looking forward to it.
It's really great. The thing I'm most thankful for is Levi's actually wearing clothes today. So we need to have more guests come on the podcast.
Just to be clear, I'm always naked under my clothes.
Oh shoot, man!
You know what?
Okay.
I am too. That's interesting. Small world.
Very small world.
We have so much in
What
common.
are you wearing, Levi? Is that a bear, a wombat, a squirrel, a chinchilla?
No, this is my vigilante suit. It's where I look like a wombat.
What do they call you?
It's what he wears every time we play Champions.
Every time? Every time. Okay.
Every time.
Pretty much, yeah.
He calls it his lucky bear. He doesn't ever wash it. It has like a weird smell to it, man.
Yeah. So what you're saying is next time I'm near y'all in the vicinity, we don't play Marvel Champions.
It does smell like salmon
Why?
because I'm a wombat.
Welcome to our awkward channel here, Solo. We are really glad you are here. As many of you guys may know, Solo does a awesome YouTube channel, the Solo Marvel Champion channel, and it's just an honor to have you here with us. And so, like we like to do with all of our guests, we have some interview questions we'd like to ask you before we get started into the meat of what we're doing today.
Sounds good.
Does that sound good to you?
What's your favorite number?
7.
Okay, good.
Okay, he's ready, because that was not on our show notes anywhere.
You know what? That checks out. That's a good number.
My favorite's 13, by the way.
You can be on our show now.
We're sharing favorite numbers now. 27?
27's a good number. That's 3 cubed. That's an awesome number.
There you
And
go.
I'm a big math nerd. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm going to throw stuff like that around every once in a while.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
That's great. No, that's I think I appreciate that about your channel, because you can do that math really quick and kind of show the buffs and how they work. And so I think the coolest thing I saw on your channel, I was watching you do Spider-Woman, and you had 3 dice glued together that you used to
Yep.
tick up the count. I was like, that's such a genius move.
And those dice are of the colors of that stat. So the blue one was on top for thwart, red in the middle for attack, and green on the bottom for defense. And I just glued them all together so that when I got my +1, I just rolled the die over, and now I'm showing my new stats all in one go. I don't have to fiddle around with little counters or anything.
That's awesome.
I'll have to watch that because I have no idea how that's working, because I'm sitting here thinking, aren't some of those numbers going to be, like, blocked by the glue?
Not if you put it together properly. You're going to have 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that leaves the 1 and the 6 on the opposite ends. And 2, 3, 4, and 5 are the only ones you care about, so it worked out nicely.
Okay.
Because 6 is almost impossible to reach.
Well, you can't reach it with the way the cards work. You can only get the buff once per phase per aspect. So you're never going to get more than +4 out of that. So that would get you up to 5.
What about if you used morale boost? Because that gets you leadership and it does the +1 as the card effect.
Then I say I also have +1 from morale boost.
Okay.
Yeah. So he remembers what his cards do, but playing the aspect card down, that way he has to go back and count in his discard pile. It was really clever. So
That makes sense.
You lost me at glued dice together.
who uses dice in Marvel Champions?
You'll have to show them that video sketch.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that video. Yeah,
We'll have to.
watch
All
that
right, we'll
video
find the
now.
link and we'll try to remember to add it to the this card, the thing at the bottom that you can read.
Description.
The description.
The description. The description.
I'm pretty
podcast.
sure that was my Project Tahiti deck that I was playing, and that's on the thumbnail, Project Tahiti. So should be pretty easy to find.
Okay.
I may have actually listened to that video more than like watched it, but it's hello.
That's actually
You're there.
really interesting that you brought that up, because that is connected to the ally we're talking about today.
Ooh.
It is. Let's...
So we do have some questions for
I'm
you,
ready
so-
to answer. Ready to go.
Sweet.
Oh, I thought Levi was jumping
Am
in, so I was
supposed to answer
excited.
questions? I'll ask the questions. So what brings you here today, Mr. Solo?
I am here to talk about the treacherous Grant Ward. He is a cool character, but he's an awful dude.
He's terrible. I am so excited.
Yeah.
It's awesome. What are your qualifications for a podcast?
Oh, I don't have any idea if I'm qualified to do anything, but I do have that YouTube channel that some people know about, so
There it
that's
is.
why I'm here.
That's all that matters. You got a YouTube channel, and you got more subs than I do. So
I've got 2 YouTube channels. The other one is about role-playing games.
That I did not know. What type of role playing games?
There's a game called Dungeon World that's a lot of fun. It's a Powered by the Apocalypse style game. It's very different than Dungeons and Dragons, but I did talk a lot about Dungeons and Dragons on the channel too. And it's not just about that game, but it's all aspects of role playing, like building characters and thinking about how you're going to do things in the game, etc. So I started that channel well before my Marvel Champions channel, but the Solo Marvel Champion has almost 3 times the subs on it.
wow.
That is really cool. I did not know you had that other channel. I'm gonna have to go find that one.
It's in the description of every one of my videos, so you can just go to a video and click on the description. You can find it there.
Okay,
That's great.
that is good to know.
For a split second, I thought you were gonna say there's a game called Dungeons and Dragons, and then I was like, oh, okay.
You know what? I was gonna be an a-hole and
Never
do
heard
that, but I said no. Let's do it a different way. Let's go. Let's play it straight.
Well, that's cool. No, Dungeon World. That's awesome. I've played a lot in D&D for a long time. I did 5e, and then I'm trying to talk myself into reading the new Marvel role-playing game, the 616 one.
I've been thinking about that myself. I've seen it, and I always think that would be cool because, even though I play several different games, I have way more role-playing game books than I'm ever going to use. So what's one more, right?
Right.
Even if I'm not going to play it, I might as well get it.
Maybe we should get several YouTubers together and do a live of us playing, or a recorded of us playing the new Marvel role-playing game.
That might be really cool.
That'd be awesome.
I'm just showing y'all my little minifig from the current D&D campaign I'm a part of. I got this 3D printed. It's a gnome ranger.
It's awesome.
Not painted yet?
No, I don't have that kind of attention to detail or patience.
Neither do I.
Go ahead, Earth Twister.
Oh.
You can ask the next question, or any of the questions on the list there.
Okay. It feels like the next question was kind of art. Well, no, maybe not. What do you do that's not on YouTube?
Oh, I can't answer that. Man, that's crazy. No, I work at a candy factory. I actually spent 20 years in sales and marketing in the tourism industry. And during COVID, when everything was shut down, we got furloughed from work, and then I decided not to go back. So I went to a candy factory, and I've been there for 4 years now. And it's a very different thing. I've sat at a desk for 20 years. Now I'm on my feet all day long. It's very different.
Does that make you Willy Wonka?
Willy Wonka. No, I am Not as pasty looking as Willy Wonka, although I probably get as much sun as he does.
That is really cool, though. That is
Come with me.
That leads to a very important question.
In a world of pure imagination.
Gene Wilder or Johnny Depp?
Gene Wilder, 100%.
Okay.
Timothy
Eh,
Chalamet.
Oh, that's true. He's in there too.
Gene
Timothy
Wilder.
Chalamet was a Wonka?
Yep.
In the
Yeah.
new Willy Wonka
It was
movie.
in a movie called Wonka.
There's an...
It's a musical.
It involves
You know,
singing?
you guys are saying his name wrong, right?
All of the Charlie and the Chocolate
Chalamet?
Factories are musicals.
Timothée Chalamet.
Timothy.
That's great.
I just read. I don't pronounce things.
I don't even know if that's true. Someone said that one time and I busted out laughing. I don't know if that's right or not, but it's what I say now.
I like
It's
it. I like
canon now, according to
It
the
is.
Sidekicked podcast. It is now canon. So
it. And that's Sidekicked. AMCP at gmail.com.
that's right. If you'd like to send us an email. Who?
Well done. That was a great
That
segue.
was a good segue.
They call me the master of segways. I be rolling on my two wheels.
See me rolling my Segway. All the gangsters think I'm just too wide and nutty.
The only question I ever
I am
thought was
white and
hard
nerdy.
is, do I like Kirk or do I like Picard?
That is awesome. I am proud of you for knowing that song.
Oh, I absolutely love Weird Al. He came to Pigeon Forge several years ago now. I don't even remember how long ago it was, but I was there with my brother, and my wife was there at the time too. I didn't even know her then, but we were talking about it not too long ago, and she goes, "Oh, I was at that concert."
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I am jealous. It's like on my bucket list to go see him live. So
It was a lot of fun. It was a blast.
I bet it's a different type of concert too. I bet. So
Yeah, it is. And you know what? He's, has this aura about him of just, being funny all the time, whatever. No, as soon as he came onto the stage, or as soon as he was walking out, he was like in work mode. He wasn't smiling. He was dead serious. He walked up and then just went into it. And I wasn't expecting that. I thought him to be like, he'd be joking around and stuff all the time, but no, very serious about what he does.
huh.
Interesting.
That is. I thought he'd be more like a Jack Black personality or a Jim Carrey.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was expecting, and that wasn't the case at all.
That is good to know. He just continues to blow my mind. All the things he gets involved in, it's just interesting what he's connected to. So
He had a movie in the 80s. What was it called? UHF or something like that?
Yeah,
UHF.
UHF.
Do you want to know why it bombed in the theater? Came out the same day as a little movie called The Empire Strikes Back.
oh no!
Makes.
He
makes
made a
sense.
poor choice.
He says every once in a while I get a check for like a quarter for that movie.
Nice.
A couple years ago, he was
Oh,
making
man.
fun of Spotify because they were like giving him like 80 cents at the end of every year for all of his songs that are played on Spotify.
Jeez.
So it was something sad. He's like, "Thanks for my
Yeah,
80
that's
cents
sad.
check." So
That's terrible.
let's get back to Solo. This is about him. So, who is your favorite hero in Marvel Champions?
That's really tough to say because I've played every
And why is
hero,
it Jubilee?
and it is not Jubilee. I have 3 that I main, although one of them I play way more than the others. Captain Marvel is like my number 1, Magic, and X-23. I get a lot of play out of them, but I've played Captain Marvel way more than the others, and I've built way more decks for Captain Marvel.
To be honest, I've only ever played X-23 in leadership with the Sidekick card, but I love it.
That's a good way to play X-23.
Marvel, who is your favorite villain?
That's another one that's tough because I try to play everyone equally, but right up until pretty recently, my favorite in the entire game was Collector 1. Go ahead and get your laughs out. Go ahead and get your hatred out. I really like the puzzle of Collector 1. Now I'm playing Batroc a lot because even though it's different, it's basically doing the same thing, but in a more fair way. So instead of stuff going in the collection, you're putting threat counters on the alert level. And instead of having to spend 2 resources to get one of those off, you only have to pay 1 resource to get it off, and there's no limit to it. So it does the same things. It scratches the same itch as Collector 1 for me, but it's more fair and a lot more fun. So to answer the question, because that was a very roundabout way, I think Batroc right now is my favorite villain, but a villain I play a lot is Ultron. I love playing Ultron.
You said, I think in one of the comments that we commented back and forth, you said he's one of the only ones you don't play an expert though, right? Or
Which
has
one?
that changed?
Ultron?
Ultron.
No, I love playing him on expert, even though...
Okay.
Now, actually, I probably did say I don't like playing him on expert, but I've got a Captain Marvel deck that is 19-1 against expert Ultron, and that one loss came on my 20th game. I'm like, I'm going to go for an even 20, and I lost.
Oh.
Pissed me off. But I do prefer him on standard, but if I've got a deck that can do it, I like to just crush him on expert, and I've got a video of that online too.
Okay.
I've got every hero on the channel. I don't have every villain on the channel, but every hero in the game is on the channel. You can find and watch if you are looking for a specific villain. You're not going to find all of them, but every hero you can find.
Nice.
I need to have somebody do a walkthrough of Collector 1, because I've not played it. I've only heard people say it's frustrating.
It is frustrating, but it's a good puzzle.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything that leaves play, so like events and stuff just go straight to your discard pile, but allies, supports, upgrades, anything that leaves play, minions go to the collection. And
Oh, wow.
it makes it really difficult because I think the collection, like, you lose once it gets to 5 or something like that. 5 per
Yeah,
player.
it's 5 or it may be 5 per player. Actually, I haven't played it in a while, but yeah, and it's tough to get them out because you have 2 ways to get a card out of the collection. You can exhaust your hero or spend 2 resources, but it's limit once per player per round. So if everyone had multiple cards go in, because sometimes a treachery will just say, put the top card of your deck in the collection. You know, sometimes you just can't get out from under it. Or, you know, you really have to defeat this minion because it has guard. But that's the last card that would lose you the game because it goes in the collection. So it's an interesting puzzle to, you know, not only take care of the minions in a way that you can get them out again really quickly, but sometimes the encounter deck just piles them in. So it makes it difficult, but it's not overwhelmingly difficult. I like I said, I think it's a fun puzzle.
If you paired the new, the aim agents that when you like stun them or confuse them, they go to the discard pile. Does that count as leave play for them as well?
I don't think they're defeated, are they?
They're not defeated, so some of the stuff that says defeated doesn't trigger.
I think it just says discard. If it says discard, then they're not defeated. But
Okay.
how
Leave play
does
still.
how does collectors interrupt state that, though? That's what it depends on. I'm just scrolling through real quick.
That's all right. It's an interesting question. It's been on my list to try. I just not.
Okay, yeah.
Picked him
When a card would be placed into a discard from play, put it face up in the collection. So even those cards would go to the collection because they're discarded, which means they're placed in a discard pile from play. So yeah, they would still go to the collection.
You said discard specifically, so anything that goes to the victory display would not.
Correct. Yeah, and they're in that scenario. One of the mod sets it recommends, or maybe it's one that's required, is the Galactic Artifacts, and all of the side schemes there go to the victory display.
Wow.
I get
Okay.
made fun of a lot because I like Collector 1. There are some people that say it's absolute trash, but I really love the puzzle the Collector 1 gives you. And Batroc really gives you the same puzzle. You know, if you defeat a minion, you add threat to the alert level. And if there's 4 per player on the alert level, you flip it, it goes to high alert, which makes the villain harder. And then if there's 4 or more on that one, you lose the game. So same concept, just done a little bit differently and done better, in my opinion.
So I just want you to know it's totally okay that you like that, because there's a lot of people that think Jason's trash, and I mean we hang out with him all the time.
I've heard that.
God.
I've heard that.
Wow.
It's making its way on the interwebs. Yep.
Look,
I
I
knew
have
it.
to hang out with him. I'm his brother. So
You don't have to.
You
I
know
have
what?
to.
I was going to ask you guys about that too, because I heard you say one time, you know, Sketch is my brother, but I've got friends who always say, "Hey, brother," when they see me. So I didn't know if that was the situation or you guys are actually brothers.
Yep,
We're actually brothers.
Can't you see the family resemblance?
Well, I didn't until I heard you say that. Then I started looking. I'm like, oh, you know what? I can see that.
I'm not bald yet, and I'm not a ginger, so
I'm bald, but I'm not a ginger.
you must be our brother then.
Brother from another mother.
That's it. No, yeah, we are real blood brothers. We actually grew up together in the same household and family, and have the same parents. I guess that defines...
That would make you brothers. Yeah, very
Yeah.
good. Nice. Nicely done. Well, glad you put that together for us.
Yeah.
It's taken a while, but he's finally figured it out.
35 years, and I finally got it. And
So when a man loves a woman,
Whoa!
all right,
Levi.
so Solo, what's your favorite sidekick in the game? Who's your favorite ally?
Well, favorite sidekick is going to be Honey Badger. Favorite ally maybe is a different question. That's probably going to be Nick Fury. But favorite sidekick ally is definitely Honey Badger.
She's really, really good. Well, for playing sidekick with her is absolutely great.
Oh, yeah. But you don't have to be playing sidekick with her. I'm playing an aggression deck with X-23 right now. And, you know, you put an attack training on her, and then you can ready her with game time. As long as you keep her healed, she's golden. So, I mean, I just love X-23. That's why she's on my top 3.
She's so much fun.
She's really, 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 really good. She's I think Villain Theory said that she's kind of like an upgraded version of Quicksilver, which I like both those characters too. I like playing Quicksilver a lot. If you're looking at the way the readies work.
Yeah, that's. I can see that. I can see why someone would say that. Yeah, very much like him. But she gets bonuses easier, I think, because she can get a ready and a +2 attack just with one card. So
That's true.
I don't know.
It is a different way of getting, because they're both ready heroes, but hers is more focused on using damage to give her buffs.
Yep.
His is more on playing the right events at the right time. So
Of course, he does have those upgrades that give him +1 on all of his stats.
that's true. But I think it's neat just between the two characters the way they design it based on the way they are in the comics too. Because she's pretty much like Wolverine, where she gets more angry the more damage she takes.
And Quicksilver's just really fast.
True. That
He's always running.
There you go. Always
running.
always be ready.
No, it's always
It was
running.
always. Yep.
Yeah, it's always running.
It's always running or always be running.
Oh, okay. So moving on though, what is your favorite aspect?
Aspect is another tricky one because I play all of them pretty equally, but
Then why is it protection?
It's not
aggression.
It's not aggression either. I really like leadership, just because. I mean, sidekick is such a strong archetype, but that just came along a year ago, right? Leadership has always been the recursion aspect, the supporty, draw cards, buff characters aspect. And that's what I like. When I was playing Magic the Gathering, I always liked a a deck that could buff things and or debuff the my opponent, etc. So I was drawn to leadership pretty quickly.
That makes sense. So how long have you been playing Marvel Champions?
I started playing right before Sinister Motives was released. I had put off getting the game for a while because I was still collecting Lord of the Rings card game. I still am collecting Arkham Horror card game, and I didn't want to be collecting 3 LCGs at one time. So then once I had my collection complete for Lord of the Rings, I'm like, okay, I'll try this Marvel Champions thing. And I played, I don't know, 10 or 15 games of it and said, I'm in. So I went to my game store and bought everything they had, which at that time was through everything up to Sinister Motives. And I got everything at that store except for like 3 packs that I had to order on Amazon. But I went in about 2 weeks from having nothing to having everything available for the game at one time. And then after that, I just kept up with it. Sinister Motives was the first product I bought as it was releasing.
That's awesome.
I do have to say, though...
That's a great set.
I have to... Yeah, Sinister Motives and that wave is really good. One thing about buying a huge collection at one time, though, is you miss out on a lot of the fun of discovery. Like... there are a lot of cards that are staple cards that I never played because I had newer, shinier things to play with. But like when all you had was Make the Call and Hawkeye, you know, they really made a difference in the deck. I didn't play Hawkeye for a long time because I thought, he's okay, but he's not great. And then when I started playing him, I'm like, why was I not playing the Hawkeye ally? That's stupid not to play the Hawkeye ally. So... you get a whole bunch of cards at once, and then you don't get to discover what the game was like as it was releasing. And I went a long time with just heroes sitting in boxes that I hadn't even touched yet. So it took me a while to get to the point where I'd played every hero. And I kind of wish I had gotten started right at the beginning. That way I could have grown into the game rather than just getting a huge chunk and just playing my quote-unquote favorite cards, even if they weren't the best cards to be playing.
Yeah, I think that's what the three of us have also mentioned a couple of times, because we started about a year ago, and we all really got as much as we could as quickly as possible. And there's still cards in my collection. I'm like, I didn't even know this card existed.
It's closer to 2 years.
That's why I do the binder method now, because like when I'm building a deck, I can flip through the pages and see all the cards so much easier.
Oh yeah. I can definitely see the benefit of doing it that way. I do that with Arkham Horror, but the way I organize my cards, I just go in and dig them out when I need them, and I just build everything with Marvel CDB, and pretty much just by looking at the name of a card, I know what the card does. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, what does that do again? And I'll have to, roll over it so that I can read what the card is, but for the most part, if I see the name of a card, I'll know what it does and know if I want to include it or not.
That's fair.
It is interesting how quickly the more you play, the more you can start picking up like, oh yeah, this card does something like this when you start looking at the names of the cards.
Yep.
So
there is a card though that is very poorly named, and I'm sure there are more that are poorly named. It is a leadership card. It's called Ready for Action, but it doesn't ready you. It gives a tough to an ally. And that card always throws me for a loop. I'm like, what's the ready card? And it's get ready. But every time I see Ready for Action, I'm thinking that's the ready card.
Yeah.
So there's a card that I think is poorly named, and the card is actually it's in a hero pack, and the card is called I Am Groot. And I'm mad at that card because it doesn't actually turn me into Groot.
What about I Am Groot, though? Does that one do it for you?
No, neither one of those cards does that, and I'm super upset about it.
I can see that. I can understand the frustration there.
What about We Are Groot? Because that's another one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but that implies that I need to have somebody with me.
Oh.
So, no.
Okay. So you
I've
don't
got a
like
Groot
play
video
Groot,
coming
though.
out here in a couple days.
Let's go.
On Friday, I believe, is my Groot video. No, this Friday it's Storm Aggression. Never mind. Next
That doesn't
Friday,
kind of
it's
help you
Groot.
guys gauge when we're releasing when we record versus when we release. You never know, unless you're referring to the Friday after.
Aggression.
Okay, that's actually a really good point. I am talking about Friday, October 10th. Storm Aggression will be coming out. And I mean, you guys are recording this, well in advance. Like, I've got all of October already uploaded, and I'm working on November. Just because I never know when I'm not going to have the opportunity to not record. So I always want to be recording if I'm able to.
And
It's fair.
we like being able to do that with a podcast. I need to get there with my YouTube channel for sure. It's just not
You
moving
guys
fast
upload
enough for it.
videos to your YouTube channel?
Sometimes.
I don't think Levi's had one since February.
I don't. It's been a while. It's been a while. Like
It's been a while.
I started the campaign, and I played the first villain, and I didn't I did 2 videos of it. The first one I lost, and then the second one I beat him, and then I never did it again for that campaign.
What
That's
campaign
right,
was
yeah.
it?
Yes,
I think he
That
was getting
one.
ready to go through
it
the
was
Mad
Ebony
Titan
Maw.
channel.
It was the one with Ebony Maw. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I was playing that one specifically because I was playing Adam Warlock because he comes with that.
Gotcha.
that box. This is an interesting question that we didn't list here. So let us know if you feel like you have a good strong answer for it now. But
Going
for
off script.
yeah, we are. But for anybody that's wanting to start a YouTube channel for Marvel Champions, what would be some of your recommendations?
I think biggest recommendation is get familiar with the game. Be really familiar with the game. I mean, we all make mistakes in play. That's not a big deal. But like knowing how the game is supposed to work is really important. And I do see people on YouTube who just like they never actually read the card all the way. So they do something and then completely forget about the second half of the card, which says, oh, by the way, you also get a tough card. And knowing how the forced interrupts and forced responses work with timing. Like a response is always response after this thing has happened. And an interrupt is usually when this thing is happening, you interrupt it. And just knowing, how that works. Because I still see a lot of people do that too. They'll see a response and think it's forced. But a forced response and a response are not the same thing. And forced interrupts are not the same as interrupts. Interrupts and responses are optional, but forced interrupts and responses are forced. You have to do those. So just be really cognizant of the game, know how the game works, and when you're recording, it will make the games a lot smoother, I believe, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I would agree with that. Having a good flow and understanding of the game is going to be a huge help. But I think also knowing that, like you said, it's okay to make mistakes when you're recording as well. Because I think I've had a lot of humility from other YouTubers that have come in and gone, "Hey, just so you know, you didn't play this card right. Oh, now I know, and I'll make that change for next time."
Just so you know, you actually lost that game.
Oh yeah.
I think I've probably commented that on one of your games before. So you actually lost that game because XYZ.
Right.
And here's another piece of wisdom from Solo Marvel Champion, if you want to call it that. Be open to criticism, because anyone who is familiar with the game is going to come on and tell you, hey, you did that wrong, you did that wrong. Be open to that and be open to learning from that. It's okay to make mistakes, but learn from your mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes.
That's true.
Nobody criticizes for the intention of you're doing bad, please stop. It's
Exactly.
we want to help you improve.
Yep.
so-
And I hope that you guys take it that way when I'm when I'm commenting on your videos. Hey, by the way, you did this wrong. So
I prefer it because it gives me a chance to engage with you in a conversation more so than not. And I'd rather know I'm doing it wrong and fix it than the only problem is I'll take that back later and tell Levi Lewis when we're playing a game, hey, we were playing this one card wrong, and he doesn't always appreciate that. So
Yeah, and that's why I get on your channel and say you do stuff wrong on purpose, even though you do it right.
that's it. Cool. Well, thank you for sharing that wisdom. I think that's a huge help for anybody that's thinking about it,
good,
because
yeah.
it's that, and then I think the last thing I would just recommend is don't get caught up in the numbers, and in the sense of like how many subscribers you have, or how many people have watched your episode or channel.
I agree with that, but it is hard not to get caught up in the numbers. And I say that specifically because I've got this thing that drives me crazy. Every week, I might gain 2 or 3 subscribers, but by the end of the week, I've lost 4 subscribers. So I'm almost
Right?
always ending the week lower than I started the week with. And I don't know if that's just, YouTube automatically unsubbing people or what, but it really drives me crazy because I get excited. Ooh, I'm at 895. Well, guess what? This morning I'm at 893. And it's just a number, but it is hard not to get caught up in that number.
It's just kind of looking at it like, what did I do wrong? What I've been doing the same
Exactly.
thing as always. Yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
that's-
What
I
have
think
I
I
done
have-
so wrong that people have decided, oh, I'm done with this guy? That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
I think I have 7 subscribers.
I'm one of them.
Yeah. Don't get caught up in the numbers, Levi. Don't let that go to your head, man.
Hey, go ahead and look at your thing. I'm going to unsub. Let's
Yeah,
see if it
I
goes
don't-
down to 6. I'm just kidding.
That's. I mean, I won't know until like 3 months from now. But no, I don't. To me personally, if I do a video, I do it because I really want to do a video. Like I don't do it for subscribers. I don't do it for even this. I mean, I love doing this podcast. Like I do this podcast because I love doing this podcast. Like I don't do this for the subscriber. Which I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I love subscribers and I love it when people comment on my stuff. And whenever I do look on there, yeah, I want to comment back and be friendly with everybody. But this is my little advice to people out there that are listening to our podcast. Like, do it because you want to do it. That's what I want to say. Do it because you want to do it.
Do it for you. Don't do it for everybody else.
Right. Like I literally have a video. I actually want to say it was my first video that I put out there, where in the middle of the video I'm like, well, I died, but I'm gonna keep playing this game because I really just want to keep playing the game.
Yeah, that's good.
it. I mean, that's good advice because I have, for those of you who don't know, I have a Minecraft channel that I don't post anything to anymore because I got burned out. I have over 2,000 subscribers over there, but every time I look at it, the subscriber count keeps going down. Probably because I haven't posted anything in like 6 months. But that's beside the point. I don't do anything on there anymore because I don't want to. And I mean, it's fair. If I want to make a Minecraft video, I'll go and do it. But so I got caught up in the numbers was a big thing. So
And that can really lead to burnout.
Yes. Well, and I think there's a point where you start making content and you're doing it because you're like, well, I have to because I said I'd have it out by this date. Like I did that when I was streaming for Twitch, and I had to just come to a realization that if I'm going to do content, I want to do what I want to do. It doesn't have to be set on because people are expecting it, but rather if I'm not showing, because then I lose my passion for it.
Yeah.
If I'm doing it for somebody else, it becomes a job. And this should be more of a hobby and something you enjoy doing.
I mean, some people make it a job, but those people are crazy.
Well, if you can make a living doing it, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. It's, I'm not here to make a living doing it, but it's fun to do, and it is fun to watch that number grow. But don't base everything on that number.
Oh, absolutely. And I got to a point when I was streaming on Twitch that I could go, okay, I'm making enough money to pay for the next game I want to play. So it justified the cost of buying the next game. So there's that balance there too. If you make just enough to buy the next character for Marvel Champions, you're not in a bad spot.
That's true.
So
You don't have to make much money for that.
Right. But again, if it's
Not
if you're doing
yet.
it for the money, you know.
Well, that also depends if you're getting a hero pack or the box, one of the box sets,
Yeah,
or the
that's
campaigns.
That's true.
I think one of the biggest eye openings was when I was first getting into doing YouTube for Marvel Champions, and I watched a video from Nelson. He's like, I just want you guys to be aware. You think I'm making a ton of money doing this? I've made this much over the course of this last year, and all
I
the
saw
effort I'm
that
putting in.
video.
So it was like, that was encouraging to go, okay, well, if he's one of the bigger names, you know,
Don't do it for the money.
yeah, do
Yep.
it for the fun.
Well, I'm out.
Do it because you have something you want to show. You know, I've made this a really awesome X-23 deck. I want to show it off. I found a really easy way to beat this villain. I want to show it off.
Right. Or join me in learning Groot for the first time. Let me know where I'm making mistakes and help me to grow and get better at this character.
Watch
So-
me
Wait,
get completely
you
destroyed by
are-
Ronan.
Yeah.
Here's another piece of general tip I have. It's something I've been doing for a long time. I really like this the way I do it. Of course I do because I'm the one that does it. But
Obviously.
when I get a new hero, I don't play it against a new villain. A new hero I play against a villain I'm really familiar with. That way I'm learning the hero and not having to learn the villain at the same time. And on the flip side of that, when I get a new villain, I play it with a hero I'm really familiar with. Again, that's so that I can learn the villain while not also trying to learn a hero at the same time. And that's really helped me. Number one, it helped me get through all of the heroes. But when you get a new box and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to play this new hero against this new villain, you get a whole lot of nothing going on because you don't know how the hero plays yet. You don't know what's going on in the villain. And it just is a jumbled mess. So I always love to play new hero against a familiar villain, new villain against a familiar hero.
That's a really good point.
Super smart, actually. I remember the
One
struggle
more.
when... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go
I
ahead.
was just saying, I remember the struggle when Levi and I were first learning to play together. It would a game that we now take us about 45 minutes to play would take us about 3 hours because we're going, okay, Rhino does this, and then Spider-Man's cards do this. Does this counter against this, and what does that symbol mean again? And
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the first time I want to say the first time I know the first time I played, and I want to say it was your first. I think you said it was your first time playing too.
I think so.
We played it where there was 4 of us playing the Rhino. Is that correct?
Oh
All
my
4 of us played
gosh.
Rhino. I ran
Yeah.
Gambit.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You ran
I was She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
I remember I was She-Hulk. Somebody was Black Panther. Somebody was Iron Man, and you were somebody.
I was Gambit. Yep. And none of us actually played Captain Marvel or Spider-Man like it recommended.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Black Panther. And yeah. So one of us was Black Panther, and one of us was Iron Man.
And it was all pre-cons because we didn't know what else to do, so we just...
Yeah, we didn't know how to deck build yet.
So, but it was a lot of learning at once.
It was fun though.
Oh yeah.
It did take. It took. I want to say it took like 5 or 6 hours.
About 5 hours, yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
But it was so
It was a
fun.
good time. It's one of our fondest memories.
Yeah, I make fun of the guy that did the final blow so much for that game.
But yeah, just...
Remember? It was Iron Man? Anyways.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Now you remember.
He likes to do overkill, and so once he's killed something, he just keeps attacking it, even
Oh,
though it's
yeah.
already dead.
Oh, we do that when Jeff and I are playing on Dragon cards. We'll do that. It's like, okay, I knocked him out, but wait, I still have 5 damage from this card. I'm going to exhaust this and do 2 more damage to him, and then all of a sudden he's got like 23 extra damage. Like, yeah, that's the way we beat him.
He's not gonna be in the sequel.
Not only is he dead, he's dead.
Goodness.
He's not gonna be in Avengers Doomsday.
Speaking of Avengers Doomsday, Solo, what Marvel Media brought you to the game?
I mean, it was definitely, getting back on track here, it was definitely the MCU. I mean, watching those movies actually I was really excited when I decided to get the core because I was like, I'm only going to play Iron Man and I'm only going to play aggression. That's how I'm going to roll. And then I didn't like
Yeah,
Iron Man
baby!
out of the core, and I didn't like aggression out of the core. So I'm like, ugh,
Take it, baby.
maybe I made the wrong decision here. But I've come to love both. I really like Iron Man now. I just posted an Iron Man deck today, and aggression, has its uses too. I really do like all the aspects. All the aspects do a different thing. Here's another fun little piece of advice. Play with all the cards you have. Don't say, well, I'm only playing protection and only ever build protection builds. Because that's 3/4 of the game that you're not even engaging with. Every once in a while, even if you don't like aggression, build an aggression deck. See if you can make it work. See if you can have fun with it. And all of the aspects do really good things when you're thinking about it and building it, for a specific hero. So don't just put cards in a box and forget about them. Play with your whole collection. And number one, you're getting more of your money's worth out of it because you're not, just letting cards collect dust. But then you get a better appreciation for the game, especially when you get to play those heroes that have multiple aspects. You're like, ooh, this would be a really cool combo with this aggression and justice, these justice cards. So, just think about that too. Play with everything you have. Even if you don't especially like it, you may end up liking it more than you thought.
Absolutely. Well, and then you're going to find your way you play it too. Because I think for a long time I tried to play protection like Earth Twister plays protection, and it just doesn't fit my play style.
Yeah.
But once I figured out what suited me well, I actually really enjoy protection now. But it's just the way I enjoy playing it. So
Jason and I are brothers, but we're also very different people.
That's generally how it
That's very
works.
true.
I mean,
yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I like Adam Warlock so much, because you get all the aspects. And so whenever I build an Adam Warlock deck, a lot of the time I try to look for the cards that I've never played or the allies I've never played. I think it was my last video that I played with Adam Warlock. I tried to put I tried to make it all. I think I did make it all allies. Specifically, I mean, one for this podcast because I can be like, well, look, I have played this card, but at the same time, there's a ton of allies that I've never played, and when I was doing that, there were several that I had never played before. But I mean, I've seen the cards, but I've just never put them into decks yet. At least at that point,
Right.
And it was really, really neat.
Which it makes it hard when some of them are trait locked too. Like, oh, this is only a Guardian ally, or this is only a X-Men ally.
Right.
there's another good point too, though, because I've built a couple decks recently that, I'm using Gamora ally in an Avenger deck, and people on MCD were like, oh, this deck doesn't work because blah, blah, blah. No, Gamora says you cannot play her unless you have the Guardian trait. But there are loads of ways to put Gamora into play. So be on the lookout for things like that, too. Like Call for Backup puts Gamora into play. Make the Call puts that ally into play. You're not playing the ally. So look for little workarounds like that, too.
That's a good point.
I've got a Hawkeye deck that is Hawkeye and Gamora, and I can't play Gamora in that deck. But Make the Call puts her into play, Call for Backup puts her into play, and then once she's in play, Rapid Response puts her back into play. So you still haven't played her.
Love Rapid Response.
Rapid
my
Response
gosh.
is great. That's my Project Tahiti right there. That's a Spider-Woman deck that uses leadership for Rapid Response and Agent Coulson in Justice. So Agent Coulson, when you play him, he finds Rapid Response. Then you can defend with him. He hits the graveyard. That's Magic the Gathering. He hits the discard pile. And Rapid Response says, put him back into play with a damage. So you put him back into play, and when he enters play, he finds that Rapid Response that just put him into play and puts it back into your hand. So you can just continually recur Coulson and bring him back to life. Of course, that's Project Tahiti from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
That makes so much sense.
That is clever. I think I remember seeing that. I need to play that deck. and see how well if I can run it. If I can run it well.
That was the game that used the glued together dice.
That's right. That was a fun game to watch. That was a lot of fun.
It was really fun to build because I didn't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when it was airing, and I really had no intention of watching it. But I've got a brother in Wisconsin who said, "Man, that's the greatest show they've ever made." So I started watching it, and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, this is pretty good." So I did fall in love with the show, but I wasn't watching it when it aired.
I was a fanboy, so I watched it consistently on release. But everybody's different, so.
It was cool. It was not the greatest show of all time.
I liked it.
It was pretty good. I agree it's not the greatest of all time. I think Star Trek Deep Space Nine is the greatest show of all time. Go ahead and come at me for that. But, I mean, it was a fun show.
I don't know. House is a close second.
I haven't watched House, but the same brother is watching that, and he says that's a great too.
It's clever.
I've got 7 brothers, so.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And 6 sisters. No, I'm
That's
just
a
kidding.
big
I only
family.
have 1 sister. I only have 1 sister.
But she's got 6 different personalities, so.
No, she's only got 5 personalities, so it's not too
Okay.
bad. But
No, it's not as.
and one of them is named
Wait.
Karen. But
Does she secretly go by the name Legion?
she does not.
Oh, she's not a Marvel hero.
I don't think she is. Honestly, so I do have 7 brothers and a sister. I had 7 brothers and a sister. I had a brother pass away last May, but it's
So sorry.
his thank you. He was my best friend. He was the person I did all my gaming with. He actually married my wife and I at Lambeau Field. But we had the whole Brady Bunch thing going on. Dad had 4 kids with his first marriage. Mom had 3 with her first marriage. And then when they got together, they had me and my brother Sean. So I only have 1 full brother, but I grew up in a house with 3 half-brothers and didn't even know they were half-brothers until I was like 13 or 14. So they feel like brothers.
Nice.
They feel like, and they are my full brothers.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the other ones, the ones in Wisconsin, I didn't even know until I was 13. I had never even heard of them before. Right after my mom died, my dad moved us back to Wisconsin, and he's like, "Oh, this is your sister Judy." I'm like, "Oh, I have a sister? Okay." And she was much older. In fact, her daughter was older than me. So I had a niece that was a year older than me.
Oh, wow. So that's.
It happens.
And I also have a nephew who is a couple years older than me. But anyway,
Okay. So yeah, that's.
I don't know how we
big
got on
family
that
tree.
tangent. Sorry.
I don't know. It happens sometimes.
I hate it for the guy who has to edit this down because we're
That would
doing a
be
lot
Jason.
of verbal diarrhea here.
That's all right. I'll go through and edit what I can, and then the funny stuff I'll put at the end of the episode. So.
It's like we're having a party and everybody's got explosive verbal diarrhea.
There we go.
Whoa.
Well, do you want to ask me your favorite question there, Levi?
What's my favorite? Hold on. Do you know anything about wombats and do you fear them?
I
Is that the
know
question?
exactly 0 information about wombats, and so I don't fear them. Usually, you fear what you don't understand, in the words of Carmine Falcone. But I don't know what they are, and I don't fear them.
Well, I would say if you ever run into a wombat, do not buy dice from them.
Don't
is
buy
fair.
dice from them. Okay.
Don't buy
Correct.
dice from wombats.
Okay.
I'm not going to explain that one.
Oh.
Why? Just, do you want me to explain it? I'll explain it.
I forgot about yeah. I mean, now people are gonna be curious. They're already googling it.
Okay, I'm going to explain this one. So, and everything I'm about to say, everything I say about wombats is 100% true.
Because you read it on the internet.
Yeah,
And Abraham Lincoln told it to him on the internet.
to post a post about this on his Instagram. So, wombats, and this is going to sound totally fake, but this is 100% true. Wombats, when they poop,
It looks
it always comes out as little cubes,
like that.
like dice. And so, if a wombat ever says you dice, it's because they took their poop and made it into dice, like they painted it.
You know what? You're right. That does sound like it's totally made up.
It sounds 100% made up, but it's 100% true.
That's interesting, though. I would never have thought such a thing was possible. I still don't.
You learn something
but
new every day.
I still don't think such a thing is possible, but I'll take your word for it.
I mean,
man.
take
It's
Abraham Lincoln's word for it from his Instagram.
It's either true or I've fixed the entire internet to believe that it's true.
Yes, yes. Now, is that Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer or President of the United States? Because they're very different people.
I thought they were one and the same.
No.
It's actually Abraham Lincoln Zombie Slayer.
Was it Zombie Slayer? I thought it was Vampire Slayer. But I didn't watch that movie,
There was
so...
there was a knockoff called Abraham Lincoln Zombie Slayer.
Oh, okay. Was it any better than the real one, which I haven't watched?
So fun fact about Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter: the movie was actually more historically accurate in certain scenes than the movie Lincoln that one actor was in that came out a couple of years, like I think in 2016.
Wow.
Fun fact.
That is a fun
However,
fact.
the movie was terrible. Read the book. The book was phenomenal.
Wombats would be rich if they sold dice.
Yeah, because all of their poop comes out as
What
cubes.
would you pay
Extreme-
them with? More food so they can make more dice.
I guess so. They excrete up to 100 cubes a night.
God, that sounds like some of my nights.
Oh no!
All right. Which you've made a lot of decks on MCDB. Is there one in particular that's your favorite?
124 right now.
Wow. Okay.
Any one that is my favorite? Honestly, I think it's the one we've been talking about, my Spider-Woman Project Tahiti deck. Just because I don't do a lot of theme. I shouldn't say that, because I do theme videos for every holiday, but I don't care about theme when it comes to the game. I'm looking for fun play experiences, and if there happens to be some theme there, that's cool. So when I made that deck, I specifically said, okay, this deck is about bringing Phil Coulson back to life with Project Tahiti. So that is what I was trying to do, and then it worked out really well. So it's my favorite because of the theme involved, because it's calling back to the show that is potentially the best show ever made.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln said that on the internet.
Did he?
Right.
All right. As
So
he was
you
digging
mentioned-
through dice.
You mentioned that your favorite show earlier was Star Trek. So my question for you is, what is a parsec?
Okay, I'm going to totally nerd out on you here, because when I was in high school, I was really considering astrophysics as a career path. A parsec is a measure of distance. It's 3.26 light years, which is almost 21 trillion miles. And that's a big number, 21 trillion. There is some math behind why it is specifically 3.26. It involves some trigonometry and arc seconds and stuff like that. I don't remember the math, but it is specifically 3.26 light years. And that is not to be confused with the measure of time like George Lucas thought it was. You know, we're not going somewhere in a number of parsecs. Parsecs is a distance that is traveled.
I mean, to be fair, he did try to retcon you, like, later on.
That's because he realized he screwed up. And he's like, man, that was really stupid. I wish I hadn't done that and made a movie with that line in it.
Oh, you only learn as you learn, I guess.
That's one of the truest things I've ever heard. You never learn until you're learning.
That's right. Oh, man. Well, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I do. Specifically about the game. What are your favorite mod sets to use when you're playing?
I like the ones that benefit me.
I mean, that's
So-
a plus.
I
Yeah.
kind of. What is the one that you have to use? Ship command. I like ship command because you get a free resource right off the bat.
Turn 1, you get a free resource. That is true. But then you've got this Milano tax where half the time a card comes out of the encounter deck that says, exhaust Milano or you get attacked. Of course, you're going to exhaust Milano. So you only get that benefit one time. And it's still good. I do like that set.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's the first one I could think of. That
I'm-
has a benefit.
I really like the mod
And I
sets.
really
that-
like.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
I really like the mod sets they came out with for this last wave. So I still really enjoy using Hellfire Club
Thunderbolts?
quite a bit.
Oh,
No, not. Oh, sorry, the wave before that, the X-Men
Gotcha.
wave.
yeah.
I forgot about the Thunderbolts. Those are also good, but more the.
I was about to say the Thunderbolts.
You mean
You're
the
saying-
Thunderbolts?
He's got thunder.
Hellfire Club,
And they're
Sauron, Crazy Gang,
Oh, Thundercats.
Arcade.
Arcade. Yeah, I like Arcade a lot. I think he's a very clever design. All 4 of those were a lot of fun.
Ever
So
since
I,
that Red Hood game, I can't stand arcade.
So here's another, and I'd forgotten about it until you said Sauron. Another one of my favorite decks on Marvel CDB is my Gandalf the Grey deck. That is Magic, and I replaced her Nemesis set with the Sauron set. And the reason it's Magic, or not Magic the Gathering, the reason it's Gandalf the Grey is because in Lord of the Ring card game, he has the same ability on his card that Magic has. Play with the top card of the deck face up. You can play it, and it's different in that game. I think it says you can. It doesn't matter what resource it uses, so you can use any sphere to play for it, something like that. But same kind of effect. So as soon as I saw Magic revealed, I thought, ooh, I'm definitely going to build an all basic deck so I can call it Gandalf the Grey. And at that time, I hadn't even seen the Sauron mod set yet. That came in Iceman. So when that came out, I'm like, okay, now I'm definitely going to do Gandalf the Grey so that I can have Sauron as the nemesis.
That's awesome. It's a very interesting mod set for sure. It makes it challenging in a different way.
Yeah, the
so
Eye of
I like that.
Sauron. I think it's funny that they have a card named the Eye of Sauron.
Oh, you got to know that. Caleb Grace, he made them both, and so he definitely had a good time
Oh yeah.
picking on that for sure. But you,
wanna
Levi,
answer
what's
the
your favorite
question,
mod
Levi?
set?
I'll be honest. I really don't have a favorite mod set. I don't think that too much into my mod sets. Normally, I just pick a random one, and I'll throw it in there if I'm not doing like a campaign specific anything. I mean, I think they're all cool. I'm not gonna like. I do love them. I think they're all really really cool, but I don't have any specific ones that I'm just like, that's my favorite. But I hate the villains. I don't know what to say. I hate them all.
I mean, that's fair.
I think every time we play with Levi, he goes, "This is the worst villain we've ever faced." Every time we play.
That is not what I say. What I actually say is we'll get to a point and I'll just look at everything on the board and I'll be like, we're gonna die.
We're gonna
We're gonna
die.
die.
So there are 2 mod sets that I really, really like. One of them is just the Infinity Gauntlet. I like it because it does add a little bit of complexity, a little bit of difficulty, but it doesn't do anything to the villain's encounter deck because there aren't any cards getting shuffled into it. So that's one you can just add on if you want a little extra difficulty without changing too much what the villain's actually doing. So that one's really fun. And then one of them, talking about cards that give you benefits, comes from the Kang scenario pack. The mod set is called Temporal. And specifically, I like that because there's a side scheme in it that when it's defeated, it gets shuffled back into the encounter deck. So now if you're playing Justice, you can spam one way or another. You know there's always going to be a side scheme in there unless it comes out as a boost card. So you one way or another get Time Portal. It only has 2 threat on it in solo. You clear it, it gets shuffled back into the deck. Next turn, you can play another one way or another, pull the same side scheme out, clear it, and it gets shuffled back in. So it's fun to take advantage of in that way.
That's really cool.
So I have a question for you. With the Infinity Gauntlet, did you play? If I'm not mistaken, I could be totally wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure. I know Fantasy Flight had some challenges. One of them was with the Rhino. Did you play that challenge with the Rhino?
I didn't do any of the official challenges that they put out, so I haven't done that, no. I mean, I have played Infinity Gauntlet with Rhino, but I don't know what that challenge was like calling for.
It was Infinity Gauntlet, Super Strength, Flight, and Telekinesis?
Telepathy. Yeah.
On Rhino with...
Yeah, it was...
I definitely wouldn't do all 3 of those at the same time.
Yeah, it was. I played it a couple of times, never beat it.
Oh,
yeah, because
wow.
anytime Rhino was attacking you, he was attacking you for an automatic 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's like
Yeah,
the
that
only way
is
to defend
insane.
against him was with like Groot and like all of the growth counters on him or something.
His wild challenge.
Do you guys play
It was a
Rhino
challenge.
much anymore? Because I actually still play Rhino quite a bit.
I have not. I haven't played Rhino in about a year, if I'm honest.
I'm about the same. Yeah.
So
About the same in that you play him a lot, or it's been a year?
It's been about a year. Typically, if I ever play him, and it's been about a year since I've done this, but typically if I ever play him, I'll play him specifically if I'm showing somebody else how to play the game, because he's a simple person to figure out. I mean, he is the first one in the core set that you're supposed to fight.
I'm glad you said it that way, because that is actually the reason I like to play Rhino. So many scenarios now are super complicated. There are force interrupts here, there are force interrupts over here, there's force responses on this card, and sometimes you can just get lost in the sauce. There are so many effects happening that it's hard to keep track of what's going on. Rhino is super straightforward. So, like, if I've just gotten off work, working a 12-hour shift, and I want to play a little Marvel, I'm not throwing down against Thanos. I'm going to grab a Rhino game because I know I don't have to have a lot of, mental overhead, and I can just play it, win or lose in 10 minutes and just go on with my life. Some of the mod sets or some of the villains nowadays take forever to set up, and you haven't even started playing yet. You've got, okay, this comes out and this comes out. If this is the case, you have to do this. And it's like, and then you've got all these force interrupts. Sometimes they're mentally taxing to play, and Rhino is definitely not. So I do like it for that. It's a really straightforward, really easy game to play when you don't want to be thinking about those 5 different force responses you have to concern yourself with. That's
a good point. It's a very good point.
You don't want to deal with all of Enchantress's nonsense and her special...
Now, I love Enchantress. I play Enchantress a lot. I've played Enchantress many, many times since it's come out. Haven't played Loki yet, but I've played Enchantress probably 25 or 26 times already. So much fun.
I have to say Loki was surprisingly easy. So Enchantress is a ton of fun, though.
Jason and I played Loki just the other day.
We did. Yeah, let's I guess we should segue into what we played recently then. So,
what have you played? Blah, 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 blah. What have you played recently, Levi?
We don't say blah, blah, blah.
That cheese was good.
I played, so like I just said, I played Loki, but I played Doctor Strange for the second time.
Numero dos.
Second time, and he played better this time because I did make that deck a little bit more to my liking, and it was a Doctor Strange aggression.
Nice.
Yeah. Deal. What about you, Solo?
I'm always playing something. I've got 5 different decks I'm testing for the con. been playing a lot online with Jeff, and most recently, I was playing Captain Marvel in Leadership. She does a lot of support for the table, handing out cards to people. A lot of fun there. So, most recently, Captain Marvel Leadership.
Cool. Very cool.
It's been, 2 weeks since we recorded?
Yep.
I have not played since. So the last game I played was Psylocke in Aggression against Ronin. And it's not that I don't want to play. I just haven't had time to. I have been slammed with school, with all kinds of different things. So yeah,
You got school. You're getting ready to move potentially. So
yeah.
You're the new Levi Lewis. And you know what? It's cool to be me.
What?
You heard me.
I didn't.
no, actually, we didn't.
It's cool. It's cool to be me.
Oh, I don't know. Jason, what about you, man?
Actually, my last game was with Levi Lewis. I've also been busy with just some transitions going on at work, and so I played
It was
that.
Saturday.
It was just Saturday, right? Usually, I try to get 2 to 3 games in within a week, and I have not had a chance to play except for the past 2 weeks, except for the one with Levi. But we played that. Played against Loki for the first time for Levi, and that was a lot of fun. Loki, God of Lies. I tried again to run a deck with Thor to try to get out our good friend Beta Ray Bill. And Beta Ray Bill was drawn 3 times, was in my hand 3 times. I showed him 3 times to Levi Lewis, and Beta Ray Bill did not find his way to the table.
It's that 6 effective resources.
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't the cost. I could afford him all 3 times. It was just, there's 3 other cards in my hand that I'd rather play right now that I ran into. So,
Were you running the blue card that lets you put them into play for 3 less? I can't think of the name of it right now.
Squared Off, where you're playing him,
Squared
and
Off.
and you get the minion out. I did. I had that in my hand, but then I usually had like Cyclops in my hand as well when he'd come up, or X-23 has probably actually become one of my favorite allies to run, especially when there's a lot of minions on the table.
She's a better hero than ally.
She is, but as an ally, she's great. I would put her on the table. I think one time it was Beta Ray Bill, her, and Inspire were all in my hands. So I put her on the table and attached Inspire to her instead, and she cleared out like 3 or 4 things on the board for us because she could. So
That's fair.
But yeah, that was a fun game. We stayed up till like 2:00 in the morning playing that one, give or take.
Something like that. Yeah. It was. I think it was like 1:30 in the morning
1:30.
when we beat them.
We watched all the new Alien Earth and then played a game. So started
Was
at
that
like 11
good? I
o'clock
haven't
at night.
seen it yet.
Yeah, I'll tell you the plot. It's pretty simple. There's aliens and they're on Earth.
Oh.
I couldn't tell that from the name.
If you enjoyed the movies, I think you would.
Yeah.
You would enjoy this. It leads to the explanation of what was going on Earth that no one wanted to go back to Earth for.
That's interesting.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of. But it's like 2 years before the first movie, but it is after the like prequel movies.
Oh, nice. Does the series end with them showing the Nostromo going into space or something?
No.
If I will say, so I know all the lore. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. I know all the lore. So if you actually know the lore, the Nostromo mission was an 11-year mission. Just so you know.
So Nostromo is actually going on right now then.
Yeah, Nostromo's coming back to Earth at
Okay.
that point. It's on its way back somewhere.
It's interesting in the sense that it's not so much about the aliens, but it's about the other people that you're meeting on planet Earth, and it's setting up for season 2.
Yeah, the characters are awesome.
So
Hopefully. Hopefully.
There's a pair of two male actors that are just freaking hilarious together, and I don't want to spoil why they're funny until you watch the show, but every time they got on scene, Levi and I died laughing. So
They just walk on and you're just like, oh my gosh, that's so funny.
yeah, everything from the way they walk to their mannerisms, it was the minute they hit the scene, they stole the show. So
Is that when you point at the screen and say, "Oh, that looks just like my brother"?
That's pretty accurate.
yeah. Actually.
Come on now.
Cool. But one of the things we love doing with one of our guests and with our guests, and we've only done it one time, so to say love, I guess is a strong way to put it. We enjoy doing this new segment that we're trying to do, and we'll eventually get Levi Lewis to participate in it. But it is called Quick Strike. And so it is a this or that question game where we will ask you this or that, and you just answer with the answer.
Answer
feel
with
confident.
the answer. That's
Your answer
clever.
preference.
Yeah. With
Yeah, don't think too much about it.
That is so
Don't think too much
clever.
about it.
Answering with the answer. I know.
You can,
Man, that's good
you
stuff.
can even answer wrong. We'll let you know that you're wrong, but you can answer wrong.
Oh, I'm sure you'll let me know I'm wrong.
now here's the question I have for both Earth Twister and Levi. Do y'all want to rotate? So I do the first, and then Earth Twister does the second, and Levi does the third?
What,
Or do y'all
what
just
are
want me to
these
go through them all?
questions?
Are
Are they the ones back from the champion?
No, they're not the same one from Krakoa.
Where are they?
I sent them to you as a text the other day.
Oh, okay. Hold
Trying
on.
to find those.
We are.
While you guys are looking at those, I want to say one thing really quickly.
I found them.
One
Yeah.
of the questions that you put on this show notes list was, "What's your favorite planet that you've ever visited?" And I had a really clever answer for that. I was hoping someone would ask me
I mean,
that
I'll
question.
ask this question. I'll ask this question,
Okay.
Mr. Han Solo, Marvel Champion. What is your favorite planet that you have ever been to?
I would love to tell you because it's a very nerdy answer. I have played thousands of hours of Skyrim, and I feel like I have visited the planet Nirn. Nirn is the planet that the
Did
Elder
you say
Scrolls-
Planet Nerd?
Nirn, Nirn.
Okay, just clarifying.
That is the planet that the Elder Scrolls takes place on. And I have played there enough that I feel like I have visited that planet.
So when you say you've played a lot of Elder Scrolls, like how much time are we talking?
Not a lot of Elder Scrolls, a lot of Skyrim.
Sorry, Skyrim.
Because I haven't played
My
any of
bad.
the other games. There are, Skyrim was the 5th Elder Scrolls game, but I mean, well over 1,000, and that's just on my Nintendo Switch. I've got probably
1,000 years?
1,000 hours. I've got
Clarify.
1,000 hours easily on Switch, and probably as many on PS3 and PS4, because they keep releasing
That's a
that
lot of
game,
hours.
and I'm an idiot who keeps buying it every time a new console version comes out.
That's hilarious.
So just because of that, and I'm just curious, because I think I know the answer to this question I'm about to ask because of this. So when you buy it on a new console, but you've already had an account on another console, I'm assuming that does not transfer.
It does not transfer, no.
So you start all over.
Start all over again. But it's fine, because Skyrim is way more about the grind and leveling up and just living in
Right.
Skyrim than following the plot. You can play through the plot in about an hour and a half, and it's not a very good story. But I've got one playthrough where I had like 875 hours and had never touched the main quest after leaving the first area of the game, Helgen. So you don't have to engage with the story if you don't want to. So open world, you can just go off and do your own thing.
Oh yeah, I played, what was the game? Red Dead Redemption, and I played so much of it that eventually a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, how far are you on the campaign?" I was like, "Wait, there's a campaign." So I get it.
Yeah, it's just a world to escape into. I mean, that was a game I would get home from work at 5:30, put that in and play it until 2:30. Go to bed, wake up 4 hours later, and go to work. And then when I got home from work, play it until 2:30 again.
Start all over again.
And it was like two years straight of that. And part of that was because my son was really into it too. I had gotten it for him on PS3, and he loved it. And I didn't even see the appeal in it. He was playing, and I'm like, I mean, that looks okay. It doesn't look very fun. But he was really into it and talking about it all the time. And when a new edition came out, he got the new edition and said, well, here, you can have my old one. So I put it in. I'm like, I'm not going to like this. I sat and played, and all of a sudden, my alarm clock was going off to go to work. And I was like, holy crap, I just spent 6 hours playing this game and completely lost time.
Damn.
That's fair.
I played it, and I got a good chunk into the werewolf storyline, and then realized I had no idea where I was at and had to get back to the main story if I wanted to.
Well, thankfully, I think the developers knew that was going to happen because they make it really easy to do that. The quest system is just so easy to just, okay, pop in main quest, and then you've got a pointer to where you have to go to. So easy to do that, but it's equally easy to just get lost.
Absolutely.
And just spend your time, at the smithy making daggers to sell, or mining somewhere to get some ore to turn into gold that you can turn into rings and make some money. So, and of course I know a lot of the exploits, so I've got a build right now where I could walk up to a dragon and sneeze on him and he would die. That's awesome. That's always fun.
Nice.
That is so cool.
That's funny.
Punch him in the head and he falls over dead.
Well, it looks like Earth Twister has finally found it. He actually added 2 or 3 questions to it there at the end. So, do you want to rotate it like that, like we talked about?
Sounds like you're the only one that
I'm good
talked
with that.
about it.
Oh, that's fair. Like I suggested.
Right.
I'll go
I'll
last.
go first.
All right, let's do it.
All right. X-Men or Avengers?
Avengers.
Guardians or X-Men?
X-Men.
Heroes or villains?
Heroes.
Luke Skywalker or Anakin?
Oh, I know I'm not supposed to think about it, but I'm going to say Anakin.
Toilet paper or bidet?
Bidet.
Wrong answer. Solid or liquid?
Liquid. Gotta stay hydrated.
Aggression or justice?
Ooh, justice.
Matt Damon or Ben Affleck?
Matt Damon. Probably Matt Damon. Because I hate the Batfleck movies.
Titan AE or Treasure Planet?
I haven't seen either. So
Okay.
pass on that one.
Wrong answer.
Levi.
Oh, it's my turn. TIE Fighter or Millennium Falcon?
Falcon.
Dark side or light side?
Light side.
Galaxy Most Wanted or Age of Apocalypse?
Galaxy's Most Wanted.
Psionic or mystic?
Say that again. I missed it.
Psionic or mystic?
Psionic.
Superman or Batman?
Batman.
Ariel or genius?
Genius.
Pineapple or jalapenos?
I actually make a pineapple jalapeno relish that's really good, so I'm going to say both on that.
Good answer. Froyo or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Well, thank you for playing Quick Strike. Any questions for him in relation to his Quick Strike answers?
Some of those were wrong.
Bidet. Can we discuss the bidet, or would you rather not?
Have you ever used a bidet?
I've used a bidet.
They're amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
So at work, there was a guy who had a surgery to remove a cyst, and he couldn't wipe. I mean, it was painful, so the company paid to put a bidet in at work. And
Nice.
I'm like, I'm not using that thing. Then one day I did, and I'm like,
you used
damn,
it.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I had I guess it's an experience I need to have at some point. I
Their next level.
did not know bidets were superior to toilet paper.
Once you've used a bidet, you've made it.
I was trying to find a way to say that. It doesn't roll off the tongue because it doesn't rhyme with back.
Very cool. Well, the good news.
No.
What is happening right now? We're supposed to. Oh, the mailbag is here. Okay. Wow, looks like we got a big long letter. Levi, would you mind reading that first letter for us?
Okay.
We received this letter, by the way, on September 18th, so we want to apologize to the young man who wrote, young man or woman that wrote this letter to us, that we took so long to respond. Yes.
Okay, so this is what this says. This says, found your pod and just wanted to let you know you've got a bi-weekly listener on your hands. I will say that since you've moved to night recordings rather than 5 a.m. recordings, the energy is noticeably higher, which I've enjoyed. I also like that you guys are honest about not playing the game if life gets in the way. I have 2 young children, and I can definitely understand not being able to find time to play. I like the hook of your podcast, with focusing on allies, and I always enjoy hearing the backstories of the different characters. I'm a relatively new comic reader, so I like when you give recommendations on comics to read that focus on different characters. It's definitely overwhelming jumping into reading comics with all the different authors, storylines, frickin' universes that there are out there, so it's nice when there's a comic I can focus my attention on. Anyway, keep it going. I don't spend too much time on YouTube, but I'm a big podcast listener, so I'll take all the Marvel Champions content I can get in pod form. I don't have any type of following really, but if you're ever looking for a guest, I'd be happy to jump in. I don't have too many people that I regularly play with, so it's always fun to talk champions with people that also play. Have a great weekend. And who is this from?
Alex Yantz, Solo Papa.
Solo Papa.
Alex, thank you so much for sending that email in. We really appreciate it. We're glad you're really enjoying the show, my friend. And yeah, I agree. Our energy has absolutely changed doing an evening versus a mornings. So hopefully we can continue to lighten the mood. And we'll be glad to continue to provide you with some great places to read, or at least give you those backstories as we discover them as well. So that's half the fun to me is knowing who we're playing as in the game. So I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying the podcast as well. So we'll write you an email back here soon. I apologize that it took us over a month to see your email. I'm not sure how I missed it, but I really appreciate you sending an email in. Well, we have kept Solo up really late, so let's finish out why he came to visit us. Let's jump on into that Grant Ward history.
So, Grant Ward was not created for the comic books originally. He was created by Joss Whedon for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, which premiered in September of 2013. He didn't show up in the comics until 2015 in the December issue of All New, All Different Marvel .1, number 1. In that issue, he was seen working with Phil Coulson to infiltrate Gorgon's Hydra, and he kind of passed himself off as a Hydra supporter by protecting Gorgon from an Iron Man repulsor blast. He ended up, genuinely joining Hydra, though, and he shoots Maria Hill. But Maria kind of saw it coming, so she replaced herself with a life model decoy.
As you do.
Yep. So I like that bit about Maria Hill being replacing herself with a life model decoy, because when you're playing the Maria Hill hero, she has an upgrade called life model decoy. She's getting shot through the chest, And it looks like she doesn't know that she's a decoy, which is really cool. After that, Grant showed up stealing a quantum drive, which was eventually bought by John Walker and returned to S.H.I.E.L.D. And out of desperation, he kidnapped Coulson and his telepathic girlfriend, who I didn't even know about because I don't read comics, and forces her to read Coulson's mind. He uses the information to give Hydra the plans to create armored suits, which I'm assuming are like Iron Man suits. Ward and Coulson later fight, with Ward killing the girlfriend, but Coulson apprehends him. Later, Elektra rejoins S.H.I.E.L.D., and she brings Ward with him, but she puts a collar on his around his neck with an explosive device. So that's really cool, actually.
Oh my
then
gosh.
there is, well, we know he's going to be a traitor. So put this on him, and if he looks like he's going to be a traitor, just hit the button. Problem solved.
Suicide Squad level. That's awesome.
There was another version of Grant Ward that briefly appeared during the Secret Wars storyline, but it was a low-ranking member of Hydra who doesn't appear to be related or associated with the more familiar Grant Ward. And that's all I know about him from the comics.
I don't think he had a very long run in the comics because he didn't come out until after the show aired.
Right. Yeah, it would have been about season 3 of the show when this comic book first came out.
That makes sense. And that'd be after knowing in the show that he's a traitor and
Yep.
falls into that Winter Soldier story arc. So, well, Solo, you did a great job in finding that information, and I do appreciate you doing the research. Listeners, at this point, I want you all to be aware that Earth Twister has lost all of his audio. From this point forward, it actually started back in the Quick Strike segment. So if you don't hear him speaking, that is because he no longer has audio for this section. So we're going to continue with the rest of the podcast, and we want you guys, hopefully you guys will enjoy what the rest of the podcast is in store for you. But I just wanted to make you guys all aware. We're getting ready to talk about the card Grant Ward, and I wanted to give you guys that description and as we continue into the podcast, since that was a portion that Earth Twister did. So Grant Ward is there in his nice shield suit. He is punching our wonderful Hydra agent there, and that is the art piece there that you need to be aware of. Behind him, there's a Hydra symbol. It looks like he's going through a Hydra base trying to be helpful, but of course we all know that he's a betrayer, so it kind of also embodies that idea that he is a Hydra agent behind him. He is a basic ally titled Grant Ward, which is 0 costed. He is 2 attack and 2 thwart and 3 health points. He has the shield and spy traits, and his card reads, Grant Ward cannot defend. Forced response. After you reveal a treachery, you may spend a mental resource. If you do not, take damage equal to Grant Ward's attack and remove Grant Ward from the game. He has a fist resource as well. I think the art is overall, it's very interesting. It depicts who Grant Ward is, right? Though I hate to say it, looks like he's got like a cold because he's got red nose. They're going for him.
Yeah. He's Jim Carrey with a shield outfit on.
It does look like Jim Carrey with the shield outfit on.
A little bit, yeah.
That is a perfect description. Lanky and long, and that creepy Jim Carrey smile.
Yeah.
Punching poor...
Over the top smile.
Yeah. Punching poor Bob the Hydra guy in the face. Generic Bob. Yeah.
I mean, if you're punching somebody in the face, you're probably making a face like this.
I've never made a face like that when I'm punching someone, though, so I don't know. Now, the last time I punched someone was like 4th grade, so that's not a good... I don't remember exactly. I didn't have a mirror. What does my face look like as I'm socking this dude? But I don't think I made that face.
Let's grab Cable and have him take us back in time to show you what it looked like.
No, I don't want to see me. I think this art is okay. I mean, it's like you said, it's actiony. He's punching a dude of the other team, so I do like it. I mean, it's not the most exciting art there is, but it shows who he is. He's a guy of action.
He's a guy of action.
Puncher.
I like that it kind of depicts his treachery in the background, kind of giving that hint that Hydra is in the background for him. or is
You know,
hidden behind him there.
I never really thought about that. I mean, that's actually a really fun way to look at that. I just assumed they're in a Hydra building, a Hydra facility, and he's punching dudes out. But it is in the background, which means, that's a nod to his background. He is Hydra in the background. I think that's clever.
It feels that way because just the way the art leans, where it's more red behind him and stuff, kind of like showing that he's connected to it, but not quite reflecting that as he's punching a Hydra agent in front of him. So,
Yeah, I like that.
very cool.
It's a good interpretation.
Thank you. I can be clever sometimes.
Clever. So I'm going to make it a little side tangent here.
Sure.
And it sucks because I do have to get up in 4 hours for work. But I want to go on this side tangent. My brother Richard and I, he's the one I played games with my entire life. And we had a game called Carcassonne. It's a tile laying game, and you score points in various different ways. And one of the main things in the game is you can't put a scoring meeple on a tile that's connected to another player's tile. But the instructions, the rules specifically say, but through clever play, you can make them connect by playing tiles later. And for whatever reason, my brother would always say clever anytime we would do that. So I'd play a piece and then make him connect, and he'd just, like, at the top of his lungs yell out, clever! And it was so fun playing with him like that. But you guys have said clever several times during this recording, clever. And I keep thinking of that. Clever.
That's how we're going to say it from now on. Is clever.
Yeah, that's exactly how we're going to say it.
Through clever play.
And when I say we, I mean Jason specifically.
All right. Do you guys feel like, just from the description...
Sorry for that tangent.
You're good. No, it's great.
It's a good tangent. I love it.
We're real good, as you've already seen. Once we get on a tangent, we just kind of follow it until we realize we got to come back.
Until we edit it out.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
2.5 hours, and we've just gotten to the card that is the subject of the episode.
It just might be our longest episode to date. I don't know.
Well, that's my fault. Sorry.
Well,
yeah, it's a good episode. I mean,
we've enjoyed having you
good
here.
Conversation. Yep.
Does this character feel like the one that has been described to us in the comics? I would think so. If he's a betrayer, right? Like, that's what he does. That the card causes him to betray you. He doesn't defend you, so it means he doesn't have your back. You don't know when he's going to walk out on you, to the point that they want to attach a bomb to his neck to make sure that he does his job.
I mean, you've gotten on someone's bad side when they're strapping a bomb to your neck, right?
Right. Do you guys enjoy playing him? I really enjoy playing him. The fact I'm not
I do too.
Spending anything to get him down on the field is huge, for one. And then he's a 2/2. He's doing a lot of work for me, where my other hero may be setting up or may not have the resources to make a punch or to do a threat removal, which is most of the time, to be honest, he's removing threat for me. I think he's great. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Solo.
I think he's fantastic.
Oh, okay. He's clever.
I think he's fantastic. I love he's clever. It's a clever design. I love playing Grant Ward, but it's got to be in a specific deck. It's going to be in a deck that is shield heavy, and I'm running Sky Destroyer. So when I play him for nothing, I'm also getting 2 damage off of Sky Destroyer.
Oh, that's true. Then
I'm also probably playing him in leadership for a couple reasons. He can't defend for you, so he's hard to get out of play, right? But leadership has tons of ways to ready him. So you attack with him, you ready him, attack again. Now you only have to ready him one more time and attack one more time, and he leaves play all on his own. Leadership also has the sacrifice cards, Noble Sacrifice. What's the other one? I've got this. The one, I think it's called Last Stand, gives him +3 attack, but then you have to discard him at the end of the turn. Use them and get rid of them quick. Now, you don't have to be playing leadership to do that. just play a lot of allies, and you can do that. Because your ally limit is 3, if Grant is the third one, you can attack with him, and then just play another ally and kick Grant out. So anytime I'm building a deck with Grant, I'm thinking about how can I use him up before I even have to worry about that treachery. And if I can't do that, I'm thinking, okay, where are my mental resources coming from in case I can't use him up to get him out of play. So he's not a build-around card, but he's a card that if you're going to play him, you have a plan for him. Or at least I do, I should say.
You gotta be conscious about it. I mean, I think when I was running him, it was with Hawkeye, so I already had Quinn Carrier out. So I could just easily not worry about the mental resource because I could just pop the wild resource there and take care of the problem for his issues there. But for him to, sense. I mean, Hawkeye himself doesn't have a high thwart, so for him to take care of thwart for me at the time. But I like that. I didn't think about command team. I didn't start using it until I saw you using it. I think it's a great way to get him moving. Unfortunately, Noble Sacrifice may not be the best card for him though, just because he is 0 cost. And Noble Sacrifice, I think, is built on how much they cost, not their HP, if I remember correctly.
No, it is their printed hit points.
Oh, it is the printed hit points? Okay. So it's 3. So that's actually really good.
Ha-ha!
The one you may be thinking is there's 2 of them, one for thwart and one for attack. It's just discard an ally you control, deal damage equal to its printed cost.
Oh, okay.
Now you can still use that. It's going to deal 0 damage, but if you don't want them in play, you can do that and throw them for nothing. But feels like kind of a waste. I want to use him up as much as I can before I sacrifice him.
Right. Well, I felt like he paired well with Yo-Yo, because then you could get everything you need to get Yo-Yo on the field, and then he goes on the field for free. And so...
yeah, and if you're playing Yo-Yo, you're probably playing ways to ready her. So that now you have cards in your deck already that you're going to be able to use to ready Grant so he can attack again or thwart again. And just hasten his exit.
Which makes perfect sense. So I think that's why they're already pairing well together then. That's perfect. I think that was interesting that S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of did 2 cards similar in that effect that they didn't cost much to get on the table. They come in, they do their job, they leave. So,
and Slingshot is such a fun ally and so thematic. And that's a card that is spot on as far as I'm concerned. I haven't read any of the comics again, but from the show, that card really is doing what she was doing on the show. So I love that card.
I know this is a side tangent, but I have not used the effect of playing her on somebody else's field.
I haven't either.
So I'm interested in trying that at some point. Okay. I think Solo and I have talked a little bit about it. What do you all feel like some of his best uses are?
I mean, attacking and thwarting, because that's
attacking.
And thwarting. He's really bad at defending.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the only thing he can do is attack and defend, or attack and thwart, and thwart.
He can attack and thwart.
So those are his best uses.
But he's also not a bad card for thinning out your deck too. So if you get him on the field, great, you've thinned out your deck. If he does leave play, and leaves the game entirely, you've thinned out your deck for your next rotation. So
we were talking about Collector earlier. This gets removed from the game with this effect, so that would not go to the collection.
That's fair.
I think. I'm 90% sure. He's not going to your discard pile, but he is leaving play. It does say return it from your discard pile, yeah. Yep. So it should be safe.
So playing
when a card would be placed into a discard pile, yeah. So he doesn't go to discard with that effect, so he would not go to the collection.
I think that's perfect.
That's cool.
Levi, what's your favorite question, buddy? Every episode.
I thought I already asked my favorite question.
Second favorite question.
Do any of you guys believe that this should be a hero pack?
No.
Why not?
He does some heroic things on occasion, but he's no hero. That doesn't mean that I haven't thought about how I would make him a hero, but I don't think he should be a hero.
Ooh!
You don't think it could be?
I was thinking about this.
How would you make him a hero? How would you make him a hero?
So
No.
what I would do, I would give him a really high thwart, like give him 4 thwart, but have a forced interrupt. When he thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it's a treachery, that thwart adds threat to that scheme instead of removing it.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
You can pair him with Falcon, and you're always going to know the top card of the deck. Or you can play Justice, because it has a lot of scrying, and you can know what the top card of the deck is. You could pair him with Spider-Woman, because her alter ego ability lets you look at the top card of any deck. So, I mean, you could, cheese it and have a really strong thwarter, but there are going to be times when you're going to say, no, I'm not going to risk it right now because I don't know what that top card is.
Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. That is correct. Correctamundo.
I think he would be good. Like if he was a hero pack, I think he'd be excellent playing PvP.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Because he's supposed to be treacherous.
It's true.
Ta-da! I'm a genius. Marvel
That was clever.
and Fantasy Flight hire me.
Clever.
Clever.
He's.
Clever.
I feel like I would be interested in at least seeing what they could come up with, and then giving him a shot. Some of the heroes that are a little more complicated are the ones that make for more interesting stories. Like, people play Jean Grey, the Phoenix, right? And you have always got that concern of Dark Phoenix coming out. But do you not play Jean Grey because you're too concerned about Dark Phoenix coming into play?
No, I still love playing Phoenix.
Right.
I mean, she's fun to play. Yeah, but I can't remember if it was you, Jason. But yeah, I was playing with somebody, and they were playing Dark Phoenix, and they had never played Dark Phoenix before. And I was like, that's fine. Just be aware that we might all die if her nemesis comes out.
Well, she's not as bad as people make her out to be, I feel like.
I don't think she's
not
bad. She's just got 12 hit points, and I don't even remember if that's 12 per or just 12. But what that means is that's 12 damage I'm not putting on the hero or on the villain. So, while I don't think she's difficult to get rid of, you're just wasting resources to get rid of her.
That's fair.
I have a protection Phoenix deck that specifically has cards to cancel Shadow of the Past. And Ray Plays Games just played it on his channel the other day. And we were talking about it beforehand. He's like, man, Dark Phoenix, blah, blah, blah. I like how you've, added these cards to prevent Shadow of the Past. And I'm like, I mean, they're there, and hopefully you'll have one when Shadow of the Past is drawn. If not, she's not bad. She's just taking probably 2 turns to get rid of, and that's damage you could put on the villain. So that's the only reason I try to stay unleashed, or rather try to stay restrained as long as I can, and do everything I can to not allow her to come into play.
But doing a similar build with Grant Ward, a similar design, where you've got this, like, do I stay hidden as my shield agent, or do I switch over to Hydra and cause problems for myself? Could be a very interesting type of game.
That could be interesting as a trifold hero. He could be Grant Ward and he can be Shield, but one of his forms is Hydra. And then he's doing very different things on his Hydra side. That's interesting.
It could be similar to Deadpool, where the worse, like, acceleration tokens or something, the better he plays.
The more problems you cause for the table, the better outcomes for him.
That could be good.
Yeah, you can only flip to...
Fantasy Flight, hire me!
You can only flip to the Hydra side is if you pick a side scheme that has to become a crisis.
Oh yeah, or maybe just place an acceleration on the main is a cost for flipping to Hydra. Or I wish we had like tokens for Hazard and Crisis. That would be the way to do it. Maybe he could have cards like Iceman, like his Frostbite. So attach this hazard card to the main and flip him to Hydra, something like that. That would be cool.
Yeah, and so we can jump right into ratings if y'all would like to. That'd be totally fine. We each do a different rating, so we've put you there at the end, Solo, to kind of let you give the last rating there.
Gotcha.
Hopefully you've listened to a couple of episodes now to hear how we rate things just each differently. So whatever rating system you feel like fits you best, you're welcome to do. So
I think I'm going to do between 1 and a parsec.
perfect. 1 a parsec. I like it.
Meaning 3.26 is the top.
Whew. 3.26. Okay. Well, sweet. Well, let's see. Levi, what you got for us, buddy?
So I think this guy, this
Grant
Shield Hydra dude that you said his name a second ago. No, I think Grant Ward. I think the best way to rate him is as a snake. They crawl on their belly. They're pretty cool, but they're also highly venomous. So that's my rating.
So my rating is a Yelp review, of course, as we all are aware. So it is I would give him a good 4.4 stars. I think it was hurtful that at the end he stabbed me in the back, but in the long term, he is a well-used card and helpful person along the way.
I agree with that. I am going to stick to my parsec rating system here, but I'm not going with light years. I'm going to convert it to miles. So I'm going to rate it from 1 to 20.9 trillion. And I'm going to give this only about, 19 trillion. So I really like him. I'm not playing him in a deck unless I'm playing a deck that can use him effectively. So he's not just, hey, he's a 0 cost, let's throw him in a deck. I have to be playing him in a specific deck. And when I'm building that deck, he's A+. He's a lot of fun. So I guess on my scale, I'm just going to say A+.
Perfect. A+ and a parsec. All right.
A+ and almost. So it's like 3.25 parsecs or 3.25 light years.
I like it a lot. Solo, thanks for joining us this evening. It's
It
been great
was a
having
lot
you.
of fun. I appreciate you asking me, although I kind of invited myself. But it was a lot of fun.
Well, it was always a pleasure to have you, and we were so excited when you asked to come. So we were happy to have you, and we look forward to hopefully having you again in the future.
I would definitely come on in the future because this has been a lot of fun.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I think it's that time then. It's time to close this out. I don't have the list pulled up of who's closing out when, so...
So I'm Levi Lewis, and now you know why to watch out for all those wombats out there.
This is Jason Sketch, and as always, next time I'll be deadly serious next time.
This is Solo Marvel Champion. I want to say thank you for letting me come on, and I hope everyone has a marvelous day.
Perfect.
Ta-da!
You can disconnect now.
Good. I've got to go to bed and get up in 3 hours. Gouda. Although I have never eaten Gouda. I haven't eaten Gouda or Brie, but I'm going to say Gouda because it sounds fun coming off the tongue. Yeah. Gouda for the subs I'm planting.
It's very
You're
good.
And anyone who's lilistening to this, if this makes it into the podcast, people are like, "What in the hell are they even talking about right now?"
Talk about cheese. And who cut it?
Just enjoy the Sidekicked ride, and you'll get there. I promise.